We are live.
We are live. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to week 4. Today, we are going to have an amazing talk through behind the scene and what it takes to start our global digital business journey. So,
Mhm.
we had really great time last 4 weeks, last 3 weeks. This is the last part of our 4 weeks live, and we are here to share with you what actually happening behind the scene while we're doing the digital business on our own. So I start with first round of casual roundtable introduction. Um, Grizel, do you want to go first?
Sure. So, hi everyone. My name is Griselle. I am based in Toronto, Canada, and I am a mom of a five-year-old daughter, and I'm an operations analyst. Do you want me to mention also why um, my experience from the past few
Mhm.
episodes, or do you
Yeah,
want
go
to?
for it. Yeah, sure.
So, it's been a fun and meaningful experience being in this four-part episode and series. And what I really enjoyed most is hearing everyone's journey. We all come from different backgrounds, yet we share the same drive to create more freedom and flexibility in our lives. It's amazing to be part of a community that truly supports and uplifts each other. So, if you wanna introduce yourself, honey.
Yeah, so my name is Hani. I live in Toronto, Canada. I'm MRI technologist. As Crisil said, yes, it's been great. I really loved our conversation, our live interviews together. It's so nice to get together and share our stories and our conversations, our laughs and our ideas, and it feels amazing. So I loved it so much that and I know that we are part of a great community and we share everything here together for our business, for our growth. And it's it was amazing opportunity. And I hope that we can do it again, and share our experiences with you guys.
I guess I go next. Hi, everyone. I'm Shima. I'm a construction engineer. I'm living in San Francisco, California. Uh, it's been such a great journey being part of this 4 week series. What I've enjoyed the most is how real our conversation been. We've talked about like fear, growth, time, mindset, and it's amazing to see how many people like related to these stories. And for me, this journey isn't about the business. It's about showing that even people with like demanding job, like the full time job that I have, engineering job, um, can create like something flexible and meaningful on the side. And I'm passing it to Karen.
Hey, I don't know why, but it seems like the internet doesn't like me to show the world this wonderful business opportunity, and I'm not going to back down. So I'm using my mobile phone right now. So repeat the question because I was troubleshooting on the technical side. What was the question?
So basically, we are introducing ourselves and we're sharing like how we're feeling about the journey and last 4 weeks that we shared our experience with
Okay.
audience.
Okay. Got it. Got it. So my name is Karen. Last name is Chuck, and I'm AI business consultant based in Canada. And for the over the last 4 weeks, it's been nothing but excitement and positivity, and with three wonderful ladies because when we find something that is so good, we just can't suppress ourselves. We have to tell the world. We have to tell the world that there are better ways, and maybe you're looking for something like this. And I know that there's so many people out there looking for opportunities. They just don't know where to begin. And by sharing our experience, by sharing our insights, we know that it will save you some time doing your research everywhere, because now with the www, World Wide Web, there's just so much out there. And hopefully the idea is to shorten your research lead time and enable you to make more informed decision. Yeah, so it's been wonderful sharing insights with everybody online and offline. Okay, so now that I'm back with my technical system working, if I may bring back the host role, I will be the host, and I'll ask three wonderful ladies the questions that we agreed to share with the audience here. So, for those of you who follow us for the past 3 weeks, you've watched. We share when was that moment that changed everything, and you also heard us talk about side hustles, what people don't tell you about side hustles, right? And then we the third one. What was the third one? Episode 3. Like why this global digital business stands out compared to all the other ones, right? So then episode 4 is really to tell everybody, okay, so now that you're curious and interested in wanting to take on this global digital business journey, what's the next steps, right? What is it that you need to do? So we're going to walk through the steps with you, and you'll be able to hear from all of us, what our advice is for you to pursue further. Okay, so example, for anyone watching who's curious and wants to explore further, what's the very first thing that they should do? So maybe I will go around here and there. I'll ask Shima this question.
So, if you're curious and want to like explore what we actually doing and what we're sharing with you guys, the very first step is really simple. So you can go to the website of the person that invited you to this live, and simply like sign up your email and full name, and immediately right after that you get a 20 minutes, sometimes it's a little bit longer, free webinar that explains what this business is all about, and it's free. It helps you understand if this could align with your goals, and that's exactly how like all of us did. That's the very first step for like anybody like joining this business opportunity. And by just watching the video, you get like all the information. And I remember when I watched that video, immediately I was thinking like why I didn't learn about this like earlier, why I didn't took this a step like way before this time. And my advice to you guys is don't just overthink it. Just take a look. It's informational and not commitment. And education is the first step for transformation.
Absolutely, I agree with you. And I think a lot of people are scared of scam, and rightfully so, and hence more reasons to do research and your due diligence to figure out, okay, is this a scam or is this something that I can work with, right? And especially when this is free, there's no cost to it. When you register your email address to the business page or the person who invited you, then you gain immediate access to either on demand pre-recorded 20 minutes webinar or live 90 minutes video or webinar. And then on top of that, you get immediate access to real people, real testimonials. So there's nothing to lose. That's the thing. I think we need to have that entrepreneurship mindset and be open enough to explore and figure out, okay, what is it that that's driving everybody from all around the world, all walks of life, all professions, to this very thing that they mentioned. Like, what is it about this global digital business? If you don't know and you don't find the time to find out, you never know, right? And then you'll hit yourself probably, a couple of years down to say, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. Like, there's no should have, could have, would have, right? You got to take that next step and figure out as things unfold. Would you agree, Hanya?
Yeah, definitely, I agree. It's just this free webinar. I realized that some people, when they watch this free webinar, like the 20 minutes webinar, they feel like, okay, this is not telling me exactly what it is about. So the free webinar is just the introductory part of it. So when you watch the free webinar, there are some testimonials you can watch, and the free webinar is just the introductory. So if you think that you're interested, then there is another step to it. So this free webinar is just like, it's a basic idea. It's like you get an idea of what this business is about, because some people, they watch the free webinar and they feel like it's not enough. They said, oh, I like, I don't think this is for me, or I don't know if it's the right decision. So there is another step, because some people, they just stop at the free webinar and they don't go further because they're not sure this is for them. So what I tell people is just like, just be patient. There's another step to it. And then after the next step, you get the full details about what actually we're doing in this business.
Yeah, and the whole system was set up so that there's also a self-selection process, right? Because if the individual is not willing or desiring to get something new enough, they won't be so eager to take the next step. So there is a self-selection process right there, because this is really for people who's willing to be coachable, who's got a big why, who's driven to get through the learning process and get to the end goal, right? Because we're not we're welcoming everybody, but we're here for serious business. So that's why it's set up like that. If the introductory video is intriguing enough and it sparks some curiosity that fits the individual's search criteria, then they would naturally go to the next step. But if their desire is not strong enough, then it might not click right away, and then they might just kind of fall back to the comfort zone. That's the beauty of it. You don't have to waste time either end. The people who's going to be coaching you versus people who's going to be starting their global digital business with this thriving community, right? We're talking about more than 250,000 people around the world is already, in this community. So, Chriselle, what's your thought on this?
So to add to what Honey said, so basically the webinar is an overview of the business itself and how the system works. It will show you, it will show you how automation helps and how people from all over the world with different careers and experiences are making it work for them. So this is purely educational and there's no pressure at all. So if it's for you and you are interested, then you move on to the next step. If it's not for you and you feel like this is something that you don't want to pursue, then it just ends there. So there's no pressure at all.
Absolutely. And then let's say someone watch the on-demand pre-recorded 20 minutes webinar, as well as the real people testimonials. What is their next step if they wanted to really pursue this opportunity? What is their next step, Shima?
So once you watch the webinar and want to see more, you feel like that's kind of a fit for you. The next optional step is getting to the behind the scene. And it's actually 30-day trial period. And that's a guaranteed money back if you change your mind within that 30 days. And it gives you full access to see how like the system actually works, including the products, the business structure, the commission structure, and seeing like the real people behind this business that like they're actually making money within like a couple of years ago started. And when I first joined, I was amazed like at how like transparent it was. And you see the stories from all kinds of people, teachers, engineers, nurses, parents, and all like building their business in their own way. and you might like see like, oh, their story is really similar to you, and get like encouraged that to like, oh, this is going to work for me. And they're all like, you see like all of those people that they're building their business slowly, and they're growing and sharing their wins. And this is within the Facebook community that we have, like I believe over 250,000 people. And that private community is where you start like realizing, wow, like this is possible for me, this is actually real. And this like trial period is fully like refundable if you change your mind and you realize, oh, that's not what I thought, and you just stop at here. And if you think that's a fit, there's a next step to it that we are going to talk about it next.
Yeah, thank you, Shima, for the elaborated explanations. For Hania and Crystal, do you have any additional thoughts to complement what Shima just shared?
To complement, it's just as you said, Karen, this business is for somebody who's serious. So if somebody is serious about the business, they will pay the 149 because we have like 1 month, as I'm talking about myself. And I said, okay, if it's refundable, I can watch the videos. And then what it actually hooked me, it's when I got to the Facebook community. And I was amazed, and I was like, oh wow, like, I see different people from all over the world, and this business that changed their life. And I said, if it's changed their life, it can change mine too. So that was the community was the biggest part of why I joined this business. And also, again, that 149, when I watched the pre-coaching videos, it was amazing because I was seeing the real people's stories. Like, they were sharing all their stories from what they were doing before the business and how this business changed their life, and they could do this business now on a full-time term because it's much more better than what we're doing from before. So yeah, that's what it catch my eyes. I was like, okay, I'm in it and I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, that's the having VIP access to the private Facebook business, well, Facebook community is usually the triggering point, because in the traditional route, nobody could comprehend the concept of earning that much but not doing as much. But when you see all these people doing and succeeding, it just create uh that world record syndrome again, right? When someone broke the world record, then other people's have more faith and believe in themselves that they could break the record. So it's the same idea. And what about you, Chriselle? Do you have anything else to add on this topic?
So the 149 is in US currency. And like they mentioned, it's a 30-day money back guarantee. So it's a trial period. You get 30 months and you have access to the training, information, the compensation,
You
everything.
meant 30 days, right? Did I
30
misheard
days. What
you?
did I say?
Yeah,
Sorry.
30. You said 30 months. I just want to make
Sorry.
sure we okay, 30 days.
30-day money
Yes.
back guarantee, 30 days. And you have 1 month to check everything out, explore, look at all the training, the compensation plan, the business model, everything. So you pretty much have access to almost everything. And from there, you can decide, aside from the community page, the Facebook community page, where you will see everyone's experiences and their stories and what's worked for them. You'll have a sense of connection, and the possibilities that you can do it too, because they are also regular people, just like everyone else. They have regular jobs. They live day to day, and they were able to achieve um, those milestones. And if you feel like you want to pursue that, then there's a next step that we're going to mention.
Right. And it's important to mention that the 149 US dollar will go towards your done for you website creation, your automation system, your funnel page setup. Everything is all done for you. either you don't have to pay additional fee if you pursue the next step. This 149 will include your VIP access to the private Facebook community. It will give you the done for you website, done for you funnel page, and then done for your automation. So usually if you have to set up your own digital business with all of that, it'll cost you a lot of money. So if you've done your research, you know that this is a gold mine because we are we have such a patent business model that allows everybody to succeed. And the only ingredient we need is someone who's driven enough, who's got a big why, who's coachable, then there's no doubt that you can succeed in this proven business model. So the lady spoke about the next step. So after you've done your due diligence, 30 days is more than enough time you need to evaluate a business opportunity, whether it's for you or not. Um, for me, I speed watch everything. And within a day, I think I already move on to the next steps because I just know, like I know that. And you also could like, in addition to logical analysis, you can also ask your heart. Intuition works. Intuition is a subconscious way of yourself telling you that this is a go or not. Right. So also leverage your intuition. So now that I've watched everything, I'm completely sold. I wanted to take the next step and officially become a global digital business. What is my next step, Shima?
So the next step is actually if someone decides that they want to go deeper, they schedule the strategy or like coaching call with one of our coaches, and this is where things like get like personalized and customized to them. Honestly, for me, it took a week, not 30 days. After I watched like a couple of times all the videos, it clicked that like this is what I'm looking for, because I tried like so many businesses before. I could tell this is what I'm looking for, and I scheduled my coaching call immediately. And through the call, you will connect with like one of our coaches who helps you to like identify what actually you want, personalized to you, whether it's like replacing income, creating like more time freedom, and or like just starting something like on the side, aside from your 9 to 5. And within that conversation, our coach like realize and give you advice that if this is a fit for you, they help you to map out like what is realistic goals and timelines, and like a startup options that you're going to have. And based on that conversation, you can realize that if it's a good fit to start. And what I really appreciated about my first call was how honest that like coach was, and there was no pressure. It was just clarity. It was about like helping you make like the right decision, and not for like anybody else. It's like customized to that person.
That's perfect. How about you, Hanya? How was your experience with the coaching and strategy call?
Well, for me, actually, Shima said it took her like 1 week to do it. For me, as soon as I even see the pre-coaching videos, I decided that night that I'm I'm actually going to go ahead with this business. That's how real it was to me. And the coaching call, it was just like, it was like after actually I was made my mind, and then she was just telling me like, to go with which plan, because we have different packages that we can go based on how fast we want to like rank up in our business and then get our commission. So I decided to go with the fastest like way. So that's just the coaching call is just tell you what is the best package for you, what is your financial situation. And for me, I just picked the fastest one, and I went with that one. So it was actually very helpful because she also told me about her experiences, other people experiences, what is the best option. And that's what I chose to go, like, to start from the highest level that I could go, because I wanted to start my business like faster. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna come back to Shima later on, and I'll also share my selection. How about you, Chriselle? How was your experience with your coaching and strategy call?
So my experience was you can also ask for clarification if there's something you didn't understand from the training or the webinar, which will help you decide which route you want to take your business to, and which what your target is for your lifestyle, what fits for your lifestyle. And it's pretty much a conversation where you lay it out, and your coach helps you figure out what's best for you and what works with you in terms of financially and your lifestyle as well. So it's more of like a conversation wise. It's not like anything that they're selling anything to you. It's just for you to figure out what's the best way to get your business going.
Yeah, that's perfect. And I think it's important to share with the audience that once you've decided to schedule the coaching and strategy call, the 149 will no longer be refundable because you have decided to pursue the next steps. Okay. And then for those viewers who might need more time to evaluate, you could still stick with the 149. Is just know that after 30 days is non-refundable, but you still gain access to that private Facebook community because sometimes people need more time to think about things, need to decide which route to go. So you can still stay connected in the Facebook community if you don't initiate like a refund whatsoever. But once you schedule the coaching strategy call, the 149 goes towards the coaching call. Okay. And I would guarantee you that this 149 is your best 149 that you can spend. 149 nowadays you can't even pay a family meal, okay, or even grocery. That's probably like half grocery fee for a family of four. So it's definitely worth investing your time and 149 to find out what is this about. Okay. And I wanted to come back quickly about the route that each of you selected. The analogy I always like to use is, there are different ways of swimming across the ocean or getting across the ocean. You can either swim over, you can row a boat, you can get a speedboat, or you can take a rocket ship, right? So that's an analogy that I use a lot. And for me, I chose the rocket ship because I don't want to waste time if I know that this is the fastest way to get to where I want to be. How about you, Shima?
I chose the highest investment too. So I feel like, just like you said, I'm putting the effort, time. So I want to make sure that I'm all in and I get the maximum out of it. I don't have time for wasting even a minute. So I chose to have the fastest path.
Yeah. And Hanya, how about you? Oh, I think
Yeah,
you mentioned
rocket
you
ship.
mentioned rocket
Yeah,
ship. Yes,
rocket
yes,
ship.
yes. And Chriselle?
Same, I took the rocket ship for the fastest
it's
route.
it's it's the it's the most no-brainer answer, right? Selection. And because because of the fact that there's a special fast track offer for the month of October. I know we're on October 28th already. October 31st is the last day. I still feel that we should share with the audience because who knows, maybe someone has been desperately looking for something and so happen they're ready to take the next step. There is a fast track offer that allowed you to accelerate your earning like four times your commission on your even on your first sale. And we're talking about average between 35 to 4500 for a single transaction. Usually without this special fast track offer, people will have to spend a lot more time and effort in achieving that level. So if you're listening to this and if you know that this is something that you wanted to grab the opportunity as soon as possible, then make sure you act fast because this is ending October 31st. I often share with people that when opportunities knock, we have to grab it by force and don't let it just slip by because opportunities don't come like this every day, right? So you have to do your due diligence and you have to take action. You can't just sit there and wait for something to be dropped from the sky. There's no such thing. It takes two forces to move forward. The opportunity comes, you grab it, you move forward. That's how things work, right? So there's a fast track offer that's going to be valid till October 31st. If this message resonates with you, take action. So last but not least,
I want to
um,
add something, I guess,
yeah,
that
yeah,
I
please do,
just
please do.
remember.
Yes.
So I guess during the strategy call, what I remember, I guess at that time, I was kind of sure that this is the right path. But what I shared with my coach that like a little hesitation it might be in my mind, but because I'm getting so much out of this investment. It's not just like you start a business to see like what happens. It's you get amazing products out of like what you invest or start. You get amazing like trainings and learning like digital marketing. That's like one of the top 10 online opportunities to make money, and if you go to school for it, way more than that, like investment, you have to spend money. And you join like amazing community of entrepreneurs and you learn from every single of them. And out of like all of this that I'm getting, that investment, it's nothing to me. If I'm not successful just in one of the opportunities, like by any chance, like imagine like I'm not doing this business continuing it for any reason, I still got amazing products health related, and I got like digital marketing that like I can spend this skill um, making money like somewhere else. And like that was something that I had in mind, and I tell you that like it's amazing how much you get out of that investment and start.
And thanks for mentioning that because when we do a due diligence, we look at the risk factor, right? So what have I got to lose at worst case scenario, right? And you said it so nicely. A lot of people not just earn financially, they earn and learn how to grow professionally and personally. Because as you mentioned, we have a platform that has all kinds of training from strategy to leadership to digital business to AI, like everything, you name it at no additional cost. This is all part of the business startup package. And I remember Hania mentioned that last time when she explored Amazon FBA, you had to pay money for one course, another chunk of money for other courses. There's no such thing here. You tap into a wealth of knowledge through this platform. You can learn at your own pace. You can learn through a live session. You can learn through on demand sessions. Everything is there at no additional cost. Like there's just so I think so many courses out there and people are just so used to paying for every single thing. And it's not the model that we have here. The model we have here is to empower, empower, empower to let people succeed and not just charging money. Even for those courses that people get charged, it doesn't lead them to success, right? So it's a great point. Thanks for bringing up that valid point. And Hannah, Chriselle, do you guys have additional comment around that? Any additional points? Nope. Okay. And because we're now at 8:36, I think we've shared enough insights to our viewers who's watching live or replay. I think we need to share with final encouragement. Like for someone who's watching, who's on the fence, what is this single piece of advice you would share about taking that first step towards exploring their own digital business journey? Maybe now I'll go to Hanya.
So for anybody who's on the fence for starting, I just remember there is never a perfect time. Waiting will not make it easier, but starting will make it possible. So the moment you say yes to this learning, you open the door to the freedom, to the growth, to the life that you would always like waiting for. So even like for me, just start messy, start scared, but just to start. So the freedom you're dreaming of is on the other side of taking the first step. So that's my advice for you. It's just to start. Just the magic is the beginning of the first step. And after you start, all forces of universe will like come and help you to succeed. That's what I believe.
Yeah, Hanya, you remind me of something I read today. Someone wrote that the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago,
Mm,
but the best time, I think something like the next best time is now,
yes,
right? And
well
not
said.
to
Yes.
wait for another 20 years. Yeah. And what about you, Chriselle? What's your one piece of advice to our viewers?
So if you're still unsure, my advice is to take the first step. There's no risk at all for taking the first step. You just sign up and watch a webinar, and from there you can decide on your own if you want to move on to the next step. So basically, my analogy is taking the first step as if like you're going to look at a house or an apartment. You need to take the first step to see if it's right for you. You need to walk into the door and see if it's something that will fit for your lifestyle, your family, and you won't be able to know unless you go through the door. So basically, watch the webinar and you will find out if it's something for you. There's no commitment at all. There's no rush, and it's all about education and knowledge. So that you do your due diligence, and you'll see for yourself if it's something that is for you.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. The only way to find out is go find out, right? Nobody can find out for you except you. So hopefully, all of our audience who's watching live or replays are enjoying all four episodes that we've put together to help you make informed decisions and to encourage you to take a look at what is possible out there, because nowadays, as I mentioned in previous episode, the barriers to entries are next to zero. There's no barriers because everybody has most people have Wi-Fi, and most people can use mobile phone or laptop to take advantage of this global digital business. You don't need to set up a bricks and mortar store anymore. You don't need to have inventory. You don't need to do marketing, advertising to spending big bucks to attract customers going to your retail store, and you don't have to deal with suppliers, QA, quality assurance. You don't have to deal with disgruntled clients or customers. None of that headaches. You don't have to deal with overhead. So just think about that for a moment. Even with vending machine business, you have to go purchase the inventory. You have to either do it yourself to replenish the vending machine, or you have to hire somebody to do vending machines. You have to examine the quality of the packaging, whether it was broken or expired and all that. Even vending machine, like the cheapest one, costs what, 26K, and it's not even a good return on investment. So I highly encourage you who's watching, who've been looking for something to help complement or replace your full-time income. Seriously, take the time to explore and find out yourself what is it that you've been looking for. Okay, and that's it for our episodes. And if you have any question, feel free to DM each of us or all of us, and then we'll be happy to address your questions. Okay, until then, keep pushing forward to get your dreams realized. Life is short, so don't let yourself short. Okay, take care, everybody. Have a wonderful night, day, wherever you are around the world. All the best.
Bye.
God bless.